It's a Monday and we are back again on your screen with your favorite talk show. I am talking about Smell the Coffee. We are also nominated in the category of viewers talk show. And then you can vote for us on the number that is 085-785-6231. That is 085-785-6231. Please do vote for us so that you know we can come
with the awards. Well, we're always going to dress up
with the accolades.
With the accolades, yes, indeed.
How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. How was your weekend?
My weekend was amazing. Let me just clarify, we are nominated at the NTV Awards.
Yes,
those
NTV
are
Awards.
the NTV Viewers' Choice Awards.
Yes,
Yeah.
8th of February, and you can vote until the 1st.
All right. So tell me, how was your weekend?
You're about to tell me about yours, but I'll tell you about mine. Mine was good. It was restful as always. AFCON came through, and then it just reminded everyone that, you know what, there's players who play international. Then there's guys here who who eat pap in the changing room before the game, and they might have a cigarette at halftime. And when it comes to AFCON, there is no difference. In particular, I'm going to be checking out NTV. Jessica Oraisa is going there with James Wilson. So NTV is going to be there. So for AFCON, those are my people.
Yeah.
But in general, I don't really have many favorite commentators. Of course, Peter Drury, who's in the English Premier League, is an amazing poet of the game. Around it. So when it comes to the sports pundits, I really like Thierry Henry, who used to be with Arsenal, my team. And I like this guy called Nick Wright. He's American. Never ask him to talk about soccer, but everything else, he's on it. Yeah, he's on it.
I love Carol Shabal.
Broadcasting rights. There was an issue with the broadcasting rights, I think maybe 3 weeks ago. And I think it was just last week that SuperSport, SABC, all these guys managed to secure their rights to broadcast.
Nice.
So you'll be able to see your Carol
I'm
Shabala.
not really a soccer person, but if Carol is on, I'm listening.
There we go.
I am.
All right, we start off with the international music scene as Yassine Mos Def Bey went viral after a clip of him discussing his thoughts on Drake's music was released. The acclaimed lyricist said, "Drake is pop to me." He continued, "In the sense like if I was at Target in Houston and I heard a Drake song, it feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping." Now, while he seemed to understand the weight of his controversial early stages of that at this present hour, are we seeing the collapse of the empire? What's in it for your audience? He continued, apart from like banging the pom-poms. All right.
Wow.
So, I watched the interview. The context of the conversation was consumerism. You know, every time you listen to a Drake song, there's a lot of placement, product placement. You hear about this drink, you hear about that, when capitalism isn't what matters the most on people's brains. You know what I mean?
Will we ever be in a time where capitalism is not
we don't know that. I'm saying I shouldn't ask you to be credited as a sports presenter if you're not a sports presenter.
Exactly.
I should be okay with the fact that you do talk shows and you do glitz, glam, entertainment and all sorts of things. And sports, you know what I mean? Someone else would be doing that.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the overlap is that in hip hop, the Drake fans, they want to do a certain thing, but they want to be recognized for the other. For say you are the real thing. And that's okay also because you're making your money. You teach to people, that's what it was when hip hop was starting. And now with Drake, it's about how many albums can you sell? How many people can you stream? How many fashion brands can you promote? Do you get my point? And so these guys are saying there actually isn't an overlap. And this one serves capitalism. It does. It's good music, but it's
everything else in life and everyone.
Exactly. Yeah.
Everyone with their purpose. Everything
to
with
each their own.
Yeah, to each their own. Shout out to Drake. Go get your money.
I'm not shouting out Drake because he does not need me to shout him out. He has so many millions of fans. No.
I am not doing that. All right, let's just to all know that Black Coffee has been involved in an accident. So his fans immediately assumed that this is about him. Let me continue.
Okay, continue.
The actress and fashion designer is a fan of sharing inspirational quotes, daily and quirky memes with her followers, and many took it the wrong way, thinking she was referring to the recent plane accident. always want to protect her peace, Mbali had enough of the online bullying and took her message to Instagram Live. Looking relaxed and sun-kissed after her holiday in Botswana, the Blood Psalm star explained the reasoning behind her posting funny quotes on X, unaware that people would read into something that wasn't there. She then mentioned a back and forth email between her and Kofi, whose real name is Nkosinati Innocent Mapulumo, wishing him a speedy recovery. I'm in trouble with a lot of people right now, but I am so tired of being the bigger person, she said. In case you guys haven't noticed, I'm living my life. When I said I wanted a divorce because there were 2 children by 2 different mothers, Mbali added. Even pre and post the situation, there was a lot happening. I haven't said a word. I've only reacted to what has been done to me. The 35-year-old spoke to her detractors and said she wasn't going to delete the IG live video. In case they wanted to screenshot, they were free to do so. She said that many little petty things could be used against her in her divorce case, which is happening in November. Speaking about online users who stalk her social media accounts for any reference to Kofi, she said, I don't care for him. I only care about his well-being and for my children. Spilling some piping hot tea, Mbali let in on that Kofi might be having another child.
So all of this is part of saying, leave me alone, I don't care about Black Coffee.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you that he's having other children at the same time, but leave me alone. I don't want to talk about Black Coffee. I'm going to tell you he had a child before and but please don't bother me.
2
I'm not
children
talking.
were involved.
Come on.
After.
Okay, do you know the thing? But it would be so easy to interpret that a woman who has had nothing good to say about Black Coffee for the last 2 years, perhaps rightfully so, we'll find out from the courts in November, has had nothing good to say, in fact has had nothing but bad things to say, just after his accident says, best thing I've heard all year. The year has been 15 days, colleague.
No, but something days. Maybe in
no,
her
it's
life
fine, she could
happened.
have. But are we blaming the fans for not feeling like maybe 1 + 1 = 2?
Yes.
Because of the timing of it all. And she goes, okay, I don't care about Black Coffee. Okay, then why are we being told about the children?
That
why
I don't
spilling
know.
tea?
But also we as fans, we need to calm down. Like we sometimes we read too much into things,
but this is,
and these things are really not there. Leave this woman alone, guys.
But
Leave
also,
alone.
Celebrity culture. Let's call it what it is. Yeah. Right? It is a big game of manipulation. Right? Fans, numbers, streaming, conversations, engagement. It's a big manipulation. Is neither here nor there. I can't say manipulations are positive or negative. If you send a CV to a company, that's manipulation because you want them to see the best side of you. It's just simple. It's like that. That's not the point that I'm making. But I am saying that fans are aware of this, right? Now think about the sensitivity surrounded by possibly thinking that Black Coffee might be dying, right? And then her saying best thing, no context. At least show us what the best thing was that happened. Yeah, I just think that Bali.
You could have done better.
You could have done better.
Yeah.
No, because in life sometimes it's not about what you can get away with doing. It's about just doing the right thing. Yes, it may be the culture. Last week, South Africa went with the case to the ICJ accusing Israel of genocide. Yeah. And there was no broadcast of the South African case on BBC Sky News. No live broadcast. I knew this. I know this for a fact. I was there. I was checking all these pages. It didn't happen. And then several actors from Game of Thrones posted a video reading South Africa's case. Would you believe that? Game of Thrones actors. Charles Dance, who's Lannister, was among the major actors who read excerpts from South Africa's case filed with the International Court of Justice accusing Israel of committing genocide. Several actors read multiple points of the case against Israel over its actions as Western media was accused of censoring the ICJ proceedings at The Hague. I thought this was interesting. They obviously had their reason for this. They were accusing the censorship. But the reason I wanted to talk about it on Smother Coffee is that in Africa right now, 18 countries have elections. Yeah. And 2 of those countries are South Africa and Namibia, the closest we have around here. And let's talk about Namibia. How important do you feel it is for artists to be a part of the political process. I don't know much about particularly supporting a party, but at least highlighting what's going on in the country, you know, and the issues.
I think it's very important because artists and celebrities have a lot of influence. They have a lot of people who are eligible to vote, who listen and do whatever they say to do. So if you are a celebrity, you need to use your voice. You need to at least pay it forward, not only for yourself but for your country, to try and, you know, influence your following to do the right thing, to participate in voting, because it's our civics duty as Namibians. So for example, if who's influential right now, let me make an example of Delish. Delish, when there was a protest of unemployment,
She was there.
She was there, and all her followers came because, you know, Delish is for us.
She understood.
She understood,
Yeah.
so they go with her.
Yeah.
If now Delish is to say, guys, register to vote, I can almost guarantee you that everyone is going to register to vote.
But I think also there's going to be a line, right? There's
Yeah.
activism in a particular party that they are supporting. Let's say Delish says she supports this party, and it's not a party you support, but you've always been a Delish fan. Does Delish have the right?
Please do engage us in the comment section about all the topics that we've been discussing. We'll be right back. Today I am joined by Desiree van Beek, who is the founder of Edenberry Farm. Thank you for welcoming us to your beautiful farm. Please tell us, we see you have an upside down house and a strawberry farm. This is the ideal place for anybody to come and spend like a Saturday or Friday or just a weekend to have fun and unwind. What motivated, what prompted this concept?
So 2 years ago, we started with the strawberry farm, where it started during the devotion, where we got the revelation to start with the strawberry farm, and it expanded. For us, Edenberry is a place of sweet happiness where we invite families. It's child friendly, where we invite families to just come and relax and enjoy sweet happiness and the experience of nature outside of, you know, the usual.
Yeah, definitely outside of the usual, because you have a house that is a literal optical illusion. So can you just tell me, how did you get to this idea of building a house upside down?
So the upside down house experience is, it started twofold. Again, it was part of our devotion time, but we also realized that not everybody in Namibia has the opportunity to travel the world. So it's actually a concept that is all over Europe, very well known in Europe. And not everybody has the opportunity to travel the world. We had the opportunity, we as a family had the opportunity to travel the world. The vision is really born with my husband Richard. And we want to bring what's out there to our local people so they can enjoy it, because we understand not everybody has the means and ability to do that. So just imagine if each and every one of us who travel the world come back to Namibia and implement it, we can make Namibia a world-class country. It's already a world-class country.
No, certainly, I agree. And what are some of the unique features, other than the house being upside down, of course, that the house has?
The house has, there's a lot of sentiment behind for us, for our children, and our children's children, and obviously to our Namibians to enjoy.
Well, you said that it's also open to the public, right? Could you please just explain to our viewers, if they would like to come and spend a lovely Saturday afternoon here, what is the procedure and how do they greet you in order to get here?
All right. What we do currently, we allow people to book via a specific WhatsApp number, which we can share with you. They can book via that WhatsApp number. While we are in the process to allow bookings online, where people can do bookings online and also do the payment integration and do the payments online. What that means is a family pick a specific picnic spot. Now we have images of the picnic spot, so you select your picnic spot, you select the amount of people that will be joined at the picnic spot. You come in with your cooler box, you can bring even your camping chair, but we will make sure that there's enough space for the amount of people at the picnic spot, and it costs $100 to enter, which will give you access to the picnic spots, to the upside down house, and to the strawberry fields.
And that is all the show that we had for you on this beautiful Monday morning. Tomorrow, same time, same place. It's a date.
All right, stay safe.